I hate Jad. Hey guys, Mike here from MikeandBobfilms, bringing you episode 22, I think, of Speed Treasure Trails. I get confused after a while because I've done so many and it's all one big blur of movies and editing and rendering and audio problems and audio problems and audio problems. And hey guys, I love you. Anyways, hey, what's up? Welcome to Mike and Bob Films. I hope you guys enjoy your stay. Please keep your hands and feet inside the moving vehicle of talkity talk while it's in talking emotion. And as soon as we come to a complete stop, make sure you like, favorite, comment, subscribe, and troll the oh shit the plane, the video. Hey, what's up? Anyways, I'm gonna get right into the topics, I suppose. Um, I wanted to first start off and say, wow, guys, thank you for the support so far. For the clan. The clan is blown up as way more than I thought it would have. I thought maybe we'd get like 5 people, but as of 1 week, or almost 1 week, I should say, we've up to like 21 or something members, and totally fun. This thing is turning into way more fun than I thought it would. And it's become like I really wanted it to be something where you come in and you hang out and you chit chat with people, and the whole community thing. I was like BSing for the last like month, basically, month or two actually. Um, and it's like you come hang out, you chit chat in the friends chat, you ask questions, um, you beg for money, but from the other rich players, that kind of stuff. Fun things that we like to do, and it's become that thing I was hoping it would become. Where people can come and interact and chit chat with each other, and go bossing hunting if you want to, or go hang out in clan wars, that kind of stuff. I'm super happy it's succeeding as much as it has. So if you guys are interested, again, 100 plus combat, some PVM experience, because we go PVMing as much as I can, basically. It doesn't seem like people want to host themselves. Perfectly acceptable for some people to be like, hey, I want to go to Bandos. And then people just jump on the Bandos train. I don't have to be there, But, 1,500 plus total levels, which is, either of those are not that hard to get. Um, Yesterday we actually went out and did a couple Bandos trips, which is super fun. First trip we made like 350k each for an hour's worth of work or whatever, just from general drops. And then the second trip, after the 47th kill, I think, um, we got a Bandos chest plate, which is super exciting. So happy we got that. So I think it's the biggest. I think it is the biggest drop that I've ever had. I've had a lot of drops from the Chaos Elemental, but that's like Dragon 2H, which is 1.2 mil or something at the time, which is still a decent chunk of cash, but it's not great like Bandos. 16 mil for a BCP. So that was a lot of fun. Got to split that up between two people. The third person didn't want it. He's just awesome. Yeah, if you have a 300 mil bank, you're just cool. you get props in my book. But anyways, it was super fun. It helped build up my bank. On that rebuilding thing I'm trying to do after the Santa thing. And after that, we had to go. We did a Clan Wars trip and just kind of digged around there for a while. Riding the Bandos high. It's super fun. So if you guys are interested in, come check it out. Talk to me, Empty Riff, or Pluke. Check out the default video on the channel, and you'll get more information about that. We've had some leadership changes, so Fox isn't available to recruit anymore, but it's not a big deal. There's other people. If you got to do what you got to do, Anyways, so I will drop this eventually. I promise. The whole like me being scam thing. But it's such a big deal for me. I promise I'll get rid of it. I'll dumb myself down and just I'll start punching myself in the face if I start doing this again. But going back to Clan Wars late last night was really interesting for me, because I was back in the place where that incident happened, and it kind of took me back there. As much as you try to move on and go off and do other things, it's hard to go back to that situation and see it again. And all of a sudden you have those like deep, like in the pit of your stomach, like you're falling kind of feeling. It's just, it really kind of, it drives me crazy, I think. And I can't move on from it. And it's almost like everything about RuneScape, I'm like one step removed from it. You know, I used to have this plan, like I would get, 300 mil GP, and I could bust out some 99 prayer and summoning, and then I would continue training Slayer, go for 99 Slayer and max stats, and finish off thieving, and finish off 99 magic. I had these plans in place, and it was all really important to me, and I could get to that point, and then I can continue making better quality videos because I'm a better quality player. I can go do more things. The things I do better, and it was all about. I had a plan, and it was mostly based on YouTube, but I had a plan again for the account, and having that ripped down is kind of, it doesn't matter as much almost to me. It feels weird to say it, but that's kind of where I'm at right now, is that it doesn't matter, doesn't mean as much as it used to. And so it's more of I'm doing things for YouTube. And I hear a lot of YouTubers say this whenever they get scammed or hacked or whatever, whatever bullshit. So I think it's I think it's true that YouTube has really kind of kept me focused and kept me working towards something, and it's brought me back to RuneScape and kept me playing. And so I don't know, thank you guys, I guess, for that. I don't want to be like, I love you guys so much, you make my life complete. No, I'm not gonna fucking do that. I appreciate you guys, you're cool, but I'm not gonna like rub one out for you guys. I'm sorry, I just can't do that. So anyways, it's just difficult to go back there, and I really, you guys are really helping me kind of build my bank back, and kind of become the player that I once was. I feel like I need to have like a choir in the background. Become the player you once were, like shining light in behind me. And anyways, so as you guys can tell from the intro, I've been doing the fight caves, and I hate Jad. I mean, I like Jad as a person. He's never offended me. Like he never made fun of my mom or called me a name or whatever. But I dislike him being who he is. I've been doing the fight caves a lot lately, and I've been trying to mage it. I did it just for the hell of it. I threw on the polypore staff, the new Slayer staff with the new update. Totally badass staff, by the way. You guys have got to check it out if you have the Slayer and magic levels. I think it's a Slayer. Is it Slayer or attack? I don't remember. Either way, if you have the stats for it, check out the polypore staff. Unbelievable. By far my favorite. It's balanced the combat triangle now, I think. Now possible to hit decently if you have high enough magic level. I really like that they did that. So anyways, I threw on Elite Void, and I was using Blood Blitz to heal. I made it all the way to Jad twice. I failed at Jad. I got lagged out, and it was terrible. I was spam clicking range, and I got hit with range. Who knew? Anyways, but I made it all the way to Jad twice using no restores, no brews, and like 5 prayer potions. That's it. I just used 5 prayer potions all the way from that all the way to Jad. It was unbelievable. Mage is super effective in the fight caves. Everything has high mage defense, but now with the polypore staff, you can hit through that if you have the mage level and the equipment for it. So it's not the best way to do it. I mean, if you have the range level, definitely range. Everything's weak to range, basically. But you have advantages with magic that there's no inventory spaces that are really taken up except just runes, And if you have ancients, you can heal yourself. So, there are advantages to magic, and I did it just as a proof of practice, I guess, to see if it could be done, and I did it, and then got lagged out. And then the second time, I misclicked and got raped by the 360 melee, and then I got meleeed by the 180, and then I got comboed by the ranger, like wave 59 or something, like the one just before the 360 and the 2 180s, like the hardest level, and I misclicked and walked into a bunch of melee damage and died. Super pissed off. But I promise you guys I will get the boss hunter video of Jad up. Hopefully I'll finish it out today or tomorrow. Finals are coming up, so I may have to take a break from RuneScape for a while and get that done. But I promise you I will get the Fire Cape and Jad up and done. So wish me luck, guys. Now I wanted to talk about, like, what is your favorite YouTuber? I ramble like usual, but I don't really have a list of topics today. I'm just kind of like going on the fly because this video is super cool. The loot, it was a longer video, but the loot is super cool, and I had to throw this out there. So, who is your favorite YouTuber? And I'm not asking for you to be like, you're my favorite, Mike. You're my favorite man ever. I'm not looking for props like that. You know, I promise. I promise. If you want to say Mike and Bob Films is your favorite, I would love that. It would make me feel good, you know, inside, in my soul. It would like glow, you know, different colors and spin around and do like jumping jacks and shit. But honestly, who is your favorite YouTuber? Like, I started out YouTube, like, I would watch things on YouTube, but I didn't really follow anybody. As soon as when I started subscribing to people was when I saw Ray William Johnson, when I started using my phone to watch YouTube a lot. Because he was always like the top 5 videos were all Ray William Johnson videos. And he was really good back then, before he got a whole bunch of production value, and then he became his fake ego become his real ego, and then he just became an asshole. And I don't like the production that's done on it now, so I've kind of moved away from him, you know. And then it became, gosh, who did I watch next? It was like, I think I watched Syndicate for a while because of his zombie stuff, but he's moved away from that and has become more Minecraft oriented. I don't like that, so I've unsubbed from him, which is unusual. I don't usually unsub from people. I just don't watch their videos as much. But I can't stand his voice anymore. He like squeaks all the time, and it just pisses me off. But you know, and then it became like Awesome Sauce Films because of their zombies, and then Silent Core, and then our Bitterspar. When I saw him, he was like, no, he no lifes, and this is the way good RuneScape players should play. You know, the way he plays. And but recently it's become the Nooch M because of his Speed Halo stuff. All these people are gonna be in the description, by the way. And if I don't, call me on it. I mean, you bastard, you forgot to do it. Anyways, Nooch M, not because of his commentary style, I would say. I would consider myself, you know, I put in Star for Hire and Only Use Me Blade are probably my 2 favorite commentators. I really like their voice. I really like how they do it, what they talk about. And I would like to picture myself as that kind of commentator, that kind of YouTuber. But the Nooch M, his sarcasm is unbelievable. He has the best sense of humor ever. His editing style, I'm trying. I don't do it on purpose, but I think it's funny, so I do it, and then it's like I'm mimicking him. If you watch his videos, you'll know what I'm talking about. But his content is always really good, and he's good at a lot of games. So I would check him out. I think right now he's my favorite YouTuber. He's becoming awesome. Like everything he posts is hysterical or really good content or really good quality or something really interesting. I really, really like him right now. So anyways, who is your favorite YouTuber? Who could you watch all day? Like you could just pull up their channel and watch like an old catalog of videos just for, you know, 6 hours at a time. Who is that? Who could you do? Not who could you? Don't put that there. Don't put that in there. No, you don't. Anyways, if you guys go to my YouTube channel, the homepage, you guys can see the clan thing there. But one thing I really want to do is talking about the whole YouTube thing, and like who's your favorite YouTuber. I would like to get more people into YouTubing themselves. So I really would like it if somebody could, if you guys are interested, you know, challenge me to the Speed Treasure Trail contest. I really, really hope I can get more people doing that. I've had a couple people interested, but there's been a conflict of communication, I guess, basically. We've been missing each other on and off for a while. So anyways, if you guys can have a recording software and would like to take me on, bring it. I'm super excited to take somebody on Speed Treasure Trails because not a lot of people do treasure trails. So finding somebody that does it that's really good is kind of rare. So anyways, there's that. I'm gonna stop talking about important things. Oh, I guess one more thing. I've been debating on doing a podcast. I know a lot of people have been doing podcasts, but just to talk about RuneScape topics and stuff. So let me know what you guys think about that. Hopefully I can talk Bob into it because I wouldn't want to do it alone. You know, I don't want to do it lonely. Anyways, loot. I could talk faster. I could talk about more things. What's up? This loot, amazing. I love getting god items. God, you know, Zamorak, Saradomin, or Guthix. Just because when you're free to play, it was like the best, most awesome armor you could ever get. And I always wanted to get a set. Even if it's like Guthix plate legs, which is like 100k or something, still getting a god item is awesome. So 1.6 mil, totally cool. It looks so sweet too. Look at that. That is just beast. So anyways, like up the video, comment, subscribe, you know, that kind of stuff. Troll. Make sure you guys troll. Trolling is fun. Nobody hasn't trolled in a while. So anyways, peace out, guys. Bye.